How's she going, my son? And welcome back to Terraria, the other half of my little construction survivey worldy typey gamey series. We were playing in Channel World. Now, we admittedly didn't do much. As you can see, we're kind of living in a cardboard box as we are in Minecraft. And we're still getting our tools mixed up, but thankfully the shift button knows exactly what we need. And it, wood. Now, thankfully, one thing I do love about this game over Minecraft, crafting is instant. Admittedly, it needs a lot more material, but crafting is instant. Bam. So we're all good on the hood there. I don't think I have enough for the fancy... No, I don't. Bugger. I do not have enough... I don't have enough for a lot of things. Bugger. Well, I guess we gotta go back down to the mine. You want something, Daniel? You want a ring? Daniel, we just... You know, I know we've been brothers in arms, but we just, like, met a day ago. Taking the relationship a little too far, man. Plus, I don't swing that way, but that's besides the point. Sheesh. Even if you were a woman, I'd question your motives. Whoa. Now, if you remember last time, we actually had a very interesting encounter in the underground snow biome that we were in. Because haven't found a cave in the forest. Come on, you bugger. There we go. We actually encountered a freaking Medusa. A mob I haven't even run into in my own time. That can legitimately turn you to stone. And apparently, something I did look up though. Apparently if you're stone and you fall, you take a lot more fall damage. Even if you have fall damage immunity. Like if you've got wings or if you've got... I think there's a pair of boots that do it. Or like a... I know the horseshoe does it. So, like, I think that's the only other one. I'm not sure. Anyway. Now, we still got a decent amount of room in the inventory. Now, we did hit a decent amount of mining in Minecraft in the second episode of that series. And, admittedly, you start seeing the differences pretty quickly between the two games when you get to the underground. Because in Terraria, it's a lot more fast-paced. It's a lot more fast-paced and just combat-heavy, barring a little bit of chicanery on your part. Whereas in Minecraft, it's, as I put it, moments of calm punctuated by moments of panic. Because, you know, oh god, exploding dick monster. You know, that sort of problem. Come on. Come on. Maybe I shouldn't have been gone out at night. And maybe I should learn how to shoot. And get a better bow. And better arrows. There's a lot of things I could be doing. Ultimately, what I want to do is I want to get the amethyst staff going. So I really only need amethyst for that, because I'm pretty sure you only need, like, 8 metal? I don't know. I'm talking out of my butt. I might be wrong. I know it's amethyst and copper. That sick jump. Kind of trying to get the Eskimo outfit from these guys, too, since I'm still really early in this game, and I'm at the point where armor has no stats other than defense. These guys have more defense on their... Oh, there you go. Speaking of the devil. Now, is that going to be more if I break the wood bonus I have now? No. So we're going to wait on that. But if we get the other piece, it will be worth more, I'm pretty damn sure. Oh. No. No, back off. No means no. No means no, zombies. Back off. I forgot my timer. Thankfully, it was loaded and ready to go from the Minecraft episode. I just forgot to hit the start button. That's fine. Oh yeah, we get bonus movement speed on ice because we found ice skates last time too, which was interesting. And that's actually another point I made in, not defense, but like comparison of the two, is that Terraria has a lot of things you cannot make. You have to find them, which gives the game a bit more reward for exploration, I find, because there's stuff that you legitimately can't just farm for and make yourself. Admittedly, Terraria is more about an adventure with survival elements and like base building elements, whereas Minecraft is the flat-out survival experience. I forgot that trap was there. Guys, I forgot that trap was there. Should disable that. Ugh. Do I have potions? Yeah, I do. Okay, I can afford to use one then. Because if I was only sitting on one, I'd wait and just regenerate. Wait and regenerate, yeah. Ah! No. But, yeah, like, in Minecraft, you don't get, like, the... Well, they've added a couple things. But they don't feel as worth finding as, like, the cabin I've got down there. Although, admittedly, that was a pretty shitty cabin. There was only one chest in it. And very small, like, no little furniture bits or whatever to find. But you know, it was something cool to find, and it got me something that really helps. Specifically, since it got me ice skates, which were very useful in this biome that we're in. Although, admittedly, the ice chests always do drop something useful for the ice biomes, because that's kind of the thing. Ooh. We've struck gold! Here's gold in them darn hills! Excellent. Nope. Definitely not enough gold to make anything, because, again, this is a comparison point between the two. Minecraft, you need a lot less material to make something, but they're disposable. Whereas in Terraria, you make something, it stays around as long as you want it to. You know, it basically stays around until you decide to sell it. Or throw it in some lava. Although, there's a lot of things in this that cannot be broken by lava. What is it like? It's a certain quality of item and up. Again, this is the kind of thing I've looked up before, but I don't remember off the top of my head now. And I don't want to stop playing and bore you guys to look it up. I could make a cut, but nah. Is that something? Is that more gold? That might be more gold. Guys, I think that's more gold. So gold and platinum are the last two materials before you start getting into the boss drops. I guess it would be Demonite. Yeah, it would be Demonite because we have a corruption world. So with that in mind, you definitely want to make a golden pick right away. Because that's the one that'll get you pretty much until you get the... I don't know if there's a meteorite pick. God, it's been a while. I think there's a meteorite pick. But then there's I know there's the hellstone pick, and that's the last one you use before you start getting to the hardcore, or the hard mode metals. Might as well grab some ice while I'm here. I actually did find the ice machine, so I can make an igloo. I mean, I could just make it out of ice, but it wouldn't look very good. And it wouldn't have matching ice furniture. It's weird. I talk about how Minecraft is the artsy-fartsy game, and I don't really engage in the artsy-fartsy of it. But I engage in the artsy-fartsy of Terraria, and it's not really an artsy-fartsy game. It's more of an adventure game, which I find hilarious. And unfortunately, this is copper, but that's fine. But I guess it's a case of it's kind of like punchier and quicker to do, whereas the artsy-fartsy in Minecraft is a little more like laborsome, like heavy. Something you might notice in my Lichdom Battle Mage playthrough, comparing it to Magic Maker. It's very heavy. It's a game where it feels like you weigh a lot, and you're like, oh god, I can't move. And compared to like coming off of a game where you're like, oh my god, look at me, I'm so fast. Now, admittedly, that might be a case of I'm not far enough in the game to have speed yet, because that's always a thing. Like if a game, like you start of Mega Man X, classic game in terms of your character becoming super mobile later in the game. You don't even start with the dash in that one. And without the dash, you feel pretty chunky. But when you get the dash, you feel right fast. You can scoot around. You can do really long jumps, really high jumps, especially off of walls and such. Hello there, Undead Viking. I'm going to make a platform and screw with you. So just give me a second. Thankfully, you can turn those back into regular wood, so if I need regular wood, I can do it. Oh no! I was looking away at my UI for a second, and he jumped me. That's okay. Got him in a stun lock now. Use some shuriken to speed this up a little. There we go. Oh, he dropped a compass. Neat. So now we know how far we are from the spawn in the east and west sense. And it's +4 movement speed if we equip it. Sweet. Yeah, I do love that change they did in 1.3, where they made it that things like the GPS and the depth meter and yada yada yada, they function in your inventory as well as being equipped, and like being equipable accessories that give you stats. Assuming they're, you know, like enchanted quality or whatever. Oh god, ice bats. Come on. Hey, silver. Come on. You know, learning what I have about the history of the world and just the history of, like, money and such, because I read a book a while ago that's kind of reshaped how I think about the world, and that's kind of saying something. That's pretty big. It was called Homo Sapiens, A Brief History, I believe. I believe that was the name. And it was... silver ore. And it was... I loved how it was, like, not glorifying anything human beings have done. Like, it didn't put us down as a species, but it told the naked truth. But anyway, I'm deviating. But one thing it mentioned is that a lot of concepts that we take for granted, like money and credit and so on and so forth, are imaginary concepts that don't actually exist. Because in particular with money, oops, put down a bunch of platforms I didn't mean to. In particular with money, paper money has no inherent value. I'm sure this is something we all know. It's not a terribly, it's not a terribly amazing concept. But just to keep going with the conversation, paper money has no inherent value because you cannot eat it, you cannot do anything with it productive, and it doesn't have an inherent use other than what value we human beings have put onto it. Anyway, we're getting to my point. Don't worry, we're getting to my point, and I need more torches. But anyway, my point remains, or my point is that inherently there is no value to money. Now, money was backed in the ye olde days. Money was backed by gold, or specifically the gold in a kingdom's coffers, right? These days, it's more backed. It's backed by gold, but it's also backed by like the value of a dollar. It's a little more complicated. Not something that the book didn't specifically cover, and something I've not really looked into myself. So I won't pretend to know too much about the topic. But it kind of makes me wonder. What is backing the money that I'm finding in Terraria? Like, this is effectively some kind of savage planet that people used to live in, but ooh, heart crystal. But now it's full of monsters and corruption and such, and it only gets worse as I tinker with things I probably shouldn't. Is that the marble? Is that the marble biome? Yes, it is. That's where the Medusa must have came from, I guess. Yeah, because it's her and, like, skeleton legionnaires or something that are in there, which is kind of neat. So, like, I guess the NPCs that you're bartering with for stuff, well, the goblin tech mechanic lives here, technically, so the goblins are backing the money? Well, that doesn't make any sense, because they're a bunch of barbaric savages. Except for him, of course. I guess the only inherent value is that since they're literally metal coins, unlike paper money, metal coins have the value of the money that they are. And I might have to make a brief pausey cut here for a second, because I think someone's at my door. Apologies for that. To you, it'll be a short cut. For me, it was a few minutes. Wasn't anyone at the door, but, I have to check, because it's a very common gamer flaw to kind of forget about the rest of the world, especially when you have a headset on like I do whenever I play on my computer. Ow, slush hurts. Whoa, slippery ice. I gotta get myself all set back in my chair now. Restart. There we go. Just a bump in the night that I heard. Yeah, there's the marble biome. And that's also a topaz. Kind of wondering how I should approach this. Wonder if you can do anything with marble. You probably can. I don't think it does anything like productive. Ah, no. That was a terrible shot. Come on. I can take you. There you go. There's another Medusa. Oh god! They chuck spears! They know how to chuck spears. It's kind of scary. Ah! My big advantage right now is that I have a ranged attack and most monsters don't! Oh crap. And I can also heal. Thankfully that's something they can't do. Oh god! Oh! That was 40 damage. Ow! Oh! I was murdered. Mike's skull was crushed by Ice Bat. Ouch. Thankfully I'm only on softcore casual mode. You know, like a filthy scrub. So I just lose my money. Which can be easily reclaimed if I go to where my body was. Hey Daniel. Don't mind me. Just coming back from the dead, you know, I kind of do that. You get used to it. Man, I should totally make a bridge out of ice because I got these skates now. And just, like, zip around the above the biomes and get where I'm going. That'd be neat. Because that's always what you do with Asphalt once you get access to that, which is, like, really late game stuff. Because it's literally makes you run super fast when you're walking across it. And then you also stack stuff that makes you run faster and all that jazz. Although I often go for the teleporter option instead, where I can just instantaneously go where I need to go, but I need to hook up the wiring first, so it ends up being, it's a bit of a chore to set up the teleporters, but it's very time saving, I should say, when you actually do set it up properly. I think I'll get my gold back and then teleport back and try to hook myself up with some better equipment. Out of my way, penguin. You weren't a very good Batman villain. I've probably pissed off quite a few people saying that. I don't think that. I'm just being facetious. Getting my... Oh! Okay, we're good. I thought I was going to fall and take fall damage. Okay, there's my money. Gold, 36 silver, 19 copper. Okay. I'm being stupid and I'm going to continue exploring. I'm going to stay above what is I'm considering the ground at the moment, though. I'm going to kind of cheese my way through here a little bit. That's a marble while I'm at it. And here we see one of the unique foibles of the Terraria spawning system. He technically came from the ice area, but because I am standing on marble area, marble spawns are what are queued for me. Is that that's a minecart track. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh god, no why? Oh Jesus. I got freaking harpooned. Ow. Okay, I don't think I can play in the marble area anymore, guys. I am not equipped to deal with that horseshit. The one Medusa I got to kill earlier was a bit of a fluke, because she's actually got an AI that's kind of exploitable, but them javelin guys, not so much. They don't screw around. They just freaking spike you to the ground with the javelins and screw you up. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember the boreal trees having foliage. Does this game have seasons now? Have I missed something important? Have I missed something important in 1.3? I don't know. Maybe it's just an art update. Because like I'm used to like just no foliage and the trees are being bare, but like growing in the snow or permafrost, I guess. Although you don't get trees in permafrost because you know they can't get a root system down far enough. Again, I need a webcam. I'm making funny faces as I think. I have one. It's not a very good one, though. Well, I mean, it's good enough. Only problem is I have it, but like most of my stuff these days, it's probably off in a storage container off in Newfoundland somewhere. Because obviously, coming to New Brunswick with the mother for a while, I couldn't bring everything with me. So I only brought the essentials. I didn't think at the time, I didn't think my webcam would be one of them. Also, I couldn't find where it was. Probably just stuffed in a box somewhere, because it isn't a very big webcam. It's like one of those ones you clip onto the top of your monitor and just go. You know, it's not like one of the little orbs that it kind of like has a setup to it. Alright, that's all my gold and copper back. Let's get the flying hell out of here. Oh, balls, I don't have a recall potion, do I? No, I do not. Shite. But you know what? YOLO. Aha! Fuck you, game. Whee! Oh, wow, this is... Oh. Time to go this way. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. Hit the brakes. Amethyst. Ah! Can't see. Can I... Yeah, there we go. Amethyst and topaz. I don't know what metal you need to make a topaz staff, but maybe I'll make it to make my robe out of it when I get the mage gear going. Oh yeah, I can land on those without breaking them now. Is that a javelineer? I think that's a javelineer, guys. He's annoyed that he can't hit me through the wall. Whee! Kind of want that metal that I saw along the way, but I'm not willing to pit stop to do it. Oh. Ooh, that's a lot of amethyst. Ah, I can't see. There we go. Can I, like... Excellent, I can park right here and grab it. Sweet. That might actually be enough for the staff. Awesome. And we're getting somewhere. Back off, man, I'm in a minecart. Oh, no. Oh, no, where am I? Oh, God, what's going on? I apologize for the lack of light. There we go. Apologize for the lack of light there for a second, but, you know, game was like, no, you can't see. And I'm like, no, I want to see. And it wouldn't let me. And it bullied me. But we're okay now. Oh, God. What the hell was that? That was one of those freaking snail monsters. Oh, God, I'm a dead man. Ha! I live once more! I'm going to ball myself off for a second. Get my bearings, figure out where the frig I am. Oh, hey. There is a gem mine down here. Those are rubies, I believe. Yes, they are. Whoa. Oh, no, more amethyst. But there are rubies in the walls, though. Man, how come I can't mine the, like, background? Look at all those gems in the background. I want them. Stupid two-dimensional game. Now, some people would... You know, I'm obviously being facetious, because I almost prefer the two-dimensional perspective, because like I said before, it's easier to get a grasp of what's happening when you can see everything that's could happen to you on screen at once. Versus, you know, Minecraft where you can get blindsided because something isn't in your immediate field of view. Hey, there's a trap down here too. I'll deal with that in a second. Now? No. Aha! Gotcha. Amethyst, ruby, topaz. Got a couple of good things going on here. Alright. We'll have to reconnoiter at our base and rehook up everything to accommodate all these new materials. And get more NPCs too, because we still only have the guide. But, definitely made a hell of a lot of progress. Towards something interesting, anyway. Give me back my rope. Rope is insanely useful until you get grappling hooks. And then grappling hooks are insanely useful until you get wings. And or double jumps. Although double jumps work well with the hook. Double jumps work well with the hook. Well, double jumps scale your wings up, make you have more flaps. I think. It's been a while since I've been that far. I have been that far, though, which is amazing. I was actually, how far was I? I had actually gotten to the point where... Hey, life crystal. I should use the... Actually, I should really be using the first one I have, shouldn't I? I'm smart. I'm smart, guys. I swear. That piranha is going to be bothersome. I wonder if I can cheese the game and just kind of osmosis the crystal through the wall via the properties of loot. That's a thing, by the way. But anyway, like I was saying, I got to, like, what was the old endgame, I guess, where, like, you have to deal with the pumpkin moon. I never dealt with the frost moon, though, and I think that's tougher. I think that's the higher tier of content. I did do it a bit with a buddy, but I think we did it mostly to farm up the summoner gear for him, because he was, you know, he was a summoner. And he was, we had him hooked up with the twin rod, the rod that makes the little copies of the twin boss. And, you know, so you end up with, like, twice as many minions normally, because it always makes 2 per. It's always pretty good. My lord. There are a lot of freaking enemies here. What do you all want? I'm not that tasty. Just ask the Medusa. Or the hoplite person that javelined me and shish kebabbed me. Going to have to dig out this way a little bit. So we can go around the little tank that the... Also use our crystal. Go around the tank that piranha is in, so we don't have to worry about him. Oh. Glowing mushroom biome. There's a lot of good stuff down here. And that's actually something I mentioned in the Minecraft video, and I'm going to mention here as well, that this game gives you a lot more incentive to explore every inch of the world, instead of, you know, just kind of finding the sweet spots like in Minecraft's system does, where, you know, you just want to get to where the diamonds are after you find enough iron. Although, I don't know. Maybe, for some people, finding a nice chunk of iron after some casual exploration is what's good for them. But for me, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little spoiled that way. I want to get, not like instant gratification, but more gratification. You know, like simple restocking my supplies doesn't really excite me as much, or make me feel like I'm rewarded. I feel like at that point, I kind of just feel like I'm doing a chore. Whereas with Terraria, I feel like I'm finding way more stuff. Oh. There's a little hole in the wall. Like, I feel like I'm finding way more treasures and adventure and such. And again, the two games are different, but similar. So, you know, for some, the Minecraft experience is better. For others, the Terraria experience is better. I'm in the Terraria camp. Although, like I've also mentioned in the Minecraft video, I am enjoying myself playing it again. It's surprising myself, actually. What is this wall? Doesn't seem to mean anything. Oh, cobweb. Get into my pocket. There we go. There's a little more up there. Come on. I gotta, like, lean in a little bit on my screen. See what I'm looking at. Oh, what is that? Guys, what the hell is that? Is that just moss? Might be. I'm looking, like, up here, if you're curious. Oh, that's gold. That's not moss. That'd be gold. Damn it. So many wasted torches. I mean, thankfully I can just pick them up again, but still. God, I wonder if I've hit the spawn limit. There's so many monsters after me. I don't know if I can get back to the surface this reasonably. Unless I find a potion. Which I might have to do within the next 6 minutes. Otherwise I might just have to save and quit and hit the surface that way, which is a bit cheesy. But, you know, I want to keep the videos 30 minutes. Actually, this video needs a bit of editing anyway, so... Theoretically, well... Actually, I've set my timer to account for that, so... I'm not... The difficultness of placing things on background sometimes in this is a little annoying. That's definitely a blow in Minecraft's favor, because, you know, it's a lot clearer where you can and can't place things in that game. Or sometimes in this you kind of got to experiment. I mean, I know where to place it, but sometimes the game doesn't agree with me, and we get in an argument. I end up sleeping on the couch, you know, that sort of thing. Don't worry, we make up afterwards. We have a nice dinner. We talk about our feelings, you know, that sort of thing. I can't believe I did that little monologue with a straight face, by the way. Or at least as long as I did. Hey, bombs! Alright. Now there's something Minecraft doesn't have, at least in the useful sense. Sure, you can get TNT, but it blows up all the good stuff. I don't know. I keep looking away from my action when I'm looking for my UI. To look for, freaking, whatchamacallit, like, freaking, like, just looking for anything. Is that gold? It might be gold. So we've certainly found a lot of interesting stuff today. Freaking marble biome, mushroom biome, an abandoned minecart track. I mean, I think we hit the full length of it, though, so there's not much more to explore there. But it's an interesting way to get around. And I like how you can find, like, raw ones. So you can kind of... It kind of, like, teases the player into making their own a little bit, which is a nice design, I think. But it's also just cool to find them and be like, oh, hey. It kind of implies that other people have been in this world before. I mean, that's the kind of thing, like, that's the kind of storytelling that, you know, as much as I kind of like to shit on the Bethesda games a little bit because, well, they're made for people who want to be pandered to. Let's just call it like we see it, alright? That's a game, Bethesda makes games for people who want to just be overpowered blobs of meat that eventually can do everything and are the ultimate superhero and yada yada yada. I mean, see Skyrim, right? You're the chosen one. You're the, you know, you're the best around. Yada yada yada. Whereas, like, I mean, Bethesda would never make Dark Souls. The idea of a game that actually pisses people off because they can't beat it, or, you know, without significant trial and error and skill, I'm gonna call it like I see it, you know, they would never make a game like that because they'd think that is a failure. Whereas to me, I loves me some Dark Souls. I did like Skyrim back in the day, though. I'm not going to completely shit on it. But, like, that whole, like, entitlement thing gets boring after a while. Which is why I'm a little worried about Fallout 4, but I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt because I love the Fallout series. Ugh. You have a lot to ramble about when you're just mining in these games. Oh, man. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to find my way out of here without just dying. I was avoiding the water filling my container all this time, but I'm going to have to break my way through. Yeah, I'm just hearing people slamming their doors. I'm in an apartment, so, you know, you hear other human beings. No. Fuck off. Gonna seal off some areas. Just regular stone. Geez, I might go a little long here. Got bombs. Oh, thought that was a pile of rubies. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get out of here without cheesing it. So we will cheese. We will save and exit. We will reload the game. And we will end up under our cardboard box. Unfortunately, had to do that. Don't have a mirror yet, don't have any recall potions, and I didn't want to waste a whole bunch more time looking for one to get out, because we're at our time limit here. So thank you all for watching. The Twitter is in the description as usual. A subscription will be on Daniel, who's very confused as to where I've been. I've been gone for probably a good part of a day or two now, and he's wondering if I'm ever going to come back. But I'm secretly giggling as I'm underneath him right now. Yeah, I would like any comments in this on these videos of Minecraft vs. Terraria to be constructive conversation about the two games, where one is different than the other, where one is better than the other. It's such a subjective word to say, though, better, but you know what I mean. Like where is the strength of one game versus the other? That's kind of what I'm getting at. You know, what I'm trying to do in these videos. And, you know, keep it clean and constructive and all that jazz. So thank you so very much for watching. Twitter in the description, like I mentioned. Daniel will be the subscription link, or maybe the forge, because it's not moving around. And I will see you next time. Ciao.